Festival, 2 miles on better ground. It's 2.5 on heavy today. Texas Jack going to make the running.
Texas Jack on the run uphill to the first of the 14 fences. The first fence comes up quickly. Texas Jack the leader. Fifth and last Sunday's Hennessy. Almost joined at the first by Bright New Dawn, tracked by the grey Champagne Fever, the odds-on favourite, and then comes Ratlin and the outsider of the quintet, Arno, at the back of the field at the second fence, and Bright New Dawn. Champagne Fever emerge matching strides with Texas Jack wide of the pair, tracked by Arno and the blue hat of Mark Enright on board Ratlin in rear of the five. Racing now to the third fence at the top of the track, Bright New Dawn, Champagne Fever, followed by Texas Jack. A good run now across towards the straight and the fourth, fifth and sixth fences. Bright New Dawn and Brian Cooper move on by a length and a half to Champagne Fever and Paul Townend in second. Third is Texas Jack, Paul Carberry. 3 lengths clear of Arno and Davy Russell. Ratlin and Mark Enright as the 5 runners turn into the straight the first time to a row of 3 fences. The first one a plain, followed by the first ditch. Bright New Dawn turns in with about a length to spare over Champagne Fever. Texas Jack third, Arno on the inside, white cap, white nose band, Ratlin the back marker. Shaping up now for the fourth fence, first one in the straight, Bright New Dawn the leader. Runner up in the tight cottage. Lead Champagne Fever now to the first ditch, fence number 5, with Texas Jack third, Arno and Ratlin. Little change as they arrive now at the centre fence in the straight. Bright New Dawn the leader, pursued by Champagne Fever, then Texas Jack, Arno and Ratlin. The fence which will be the final fence next time in the Red Mills Chase, and up and over in front, Bright New Dawn. Slight mistake there, Texas Jack, as they come up now to pass the stands. A circuit to race, and it's Bright New Dawn the leader, with a close second, Champagne Fever, bidding to make amends for the only fall of his career at Thurles. Texas Jack just holding on to the third spot ahead of Ratlin and Arno in between horses at the back of the field as the 5 runners make the bend towards the back straight. They're just outside halfway. Another 8 fences left to jump, and it's Bright New Dawn the leader. Champagne Fever second, Texas Jack third on the inside of Arno and Ratlin on the outside. Racing across from the stands now and approaching the first of the fences up the back straight, Bright New Dawn. Brian Cooper in the lead from Champagne Fever, Paul Townend. Texas Jack, Paul Carberry third, and then Arno, Davy Russell, Ratlin, Mark Enright as they set their sights now on fence number 7. First of the fences up the back, Bright New Dawn, Champagne Fever, Texas Jack, Arno and Ratlin. Going now towards the next, which is the second ditch. It's fence number 8, bringing them on to the completion of a circuit. Bright New Dawn continues with the lead. Champagne Fever on his outside. Bit of a mistake there, Bright New Dawn, and relinquishes the lead to Champagne Fever, who now goes on. Approaching the next fence up the back straight, and it's Champagne Fever the leader now from Bright New Dawn, Texas Jack on the inside in the orange and green, Ratlin and Arno. Going now towards the last of the fences up the back. This is the 5th from the finish, and the leader just Champagne Fever from Bright New Dawn, Texas Jack, Arno in between horses, and on the outside is Ratlin as they make the bend now, bringing them on towards the 4th fence from the finish. Champagne Fever the leader, but they're tightly packed the 5 at the 4th from home. Champagne Fever, Texas Jack on the inside, with Arno making a bit of ground, and in between horses Bright New Dawn, and Ratlin continues at the back of the field. A good run out of the final 3 fences in the straight. Champagne Fever with Bright New Dawn just moving back into second. Texas Jack there towards the inside. Right with them is Arno, and very much in touch is Ratlin. Racing round the home turn. 3 fences left to jump when they swing in the Red Mills Chase, and it's Champagne Fever in front. Arno has moved into second, and then Texas Jack, Bright New Dawn is now back 4th, and then Ratlin homeward bound now as they come into the home straight. 3 fences left to jump, and it's Champagne Fever the leader. Texas Jack on the left, Just behind Champagne Fever is Arno, then Bright New Dawn and Ratlin. Jumping the third last fence, Champagne Fever safely over in front, followed by Arno, then Texas Jack. Bright New Dawn is fourth, and then Ratlin racing down now towards the second last. The final ditch now, and it's Champagne Fever over in front, a length and a half clear between the final two fences, and it's Champagne Fever who has the others off the bridle now, coming to the final fence, and Champagne Fever, no problems, and safely over, and now is beginning to build on his lead, racing into the closing stages of the Red Mills Chase, and Champagne Fever returns to winning ways for Paul Town and Willie Mullins. In second is Texas Jack, Arno is third, Bright New Dawn 4, and fifth and last Ratlin.
So all very straightforward for the favourite Champagne Fever, who's back to winning ways here. Banishes the memory of that spill at Thurles last time. And in truth, looking at him jumping today, you'd never have guessed he'd fallen last time, because he was pretty neat all the way through that race. Good and long at times, got in close and popped when he had to. And over the final two, Paul Townend knew well that the race was in the bag bar of fall, and he's just given him a squeeze at the second last and then allowed him to fiddle the final fence. I think the gamble to bring Texas Jack out again quickly has paid off here. Well, I'm saying he's unlikely to go to Cheltenham, but he's picked up a nice few quid for finishing second today. $8.5 grand, and connections can freshen him up again and look at the spring festivals later on for him. Arno faring best of the three Jiggins 10 house runners, back in third, Bright New Dawn